Chapter 1. 1. F***ck Yeah. I'm the villainess. You are listening at famvetv.info. Bayan was a 23-year-old closeted otaku who loved anything related to cute and furry animals. At school she had always made the top 3 in her classes and her schoolmates always came to her desk to ask for notes or help in math. She usually had a cold and stoic face in school and rumors all over had spread about the aloof ice princess. Bayan knew about them but she just let the rumors be, too lazy to do something about it. Her favorite hobby was doing sports. And she especially loved running. Bayan was even a part of a track club. She usually spent her free time learning various types of martial arts and reading books in the local library. Sadly though she was an orphan. Her parents died when she was only 7 years old, and with no other living relatives the next best place was the orphanage. The people in the orphanage were very welcoming to Bayan, including the children, but when all of her friends were adopted into loving families and she was the only one left behind, Bayan started to get distant. Closing herself off from people since all they do in the end was leave her. Introduction to game. This was the start of her love for otome games phase. She played those games as often as she could and the adults didn't stop her since they figured she was doing it for comfort and they wanted to make her happy. Her favorite game was called Blood and Thorns. Evil queen, you shall be conquered. She knew all the hidden routes, secret quests and love rivals. The reason this game was her favorite was because of the lack of capture targets. There were not too many Yandere boys chasing after the stupid female lead and some of them had generally nice personalities, but they were just blinded by the Mary Sue halo of the female lead. The villain is her favorite character. She was strong and independent, but the fact that she had a reasonable answer to explain her hate for the female lead, Elizabeth Montgomery, was a main contributor. First of all, the girl's mother seduced her father, trying to climb to a higher position. At the time she had already given birth to Elizabeth and wanted to climb into the master/s bed, since she had intercourse out of wedlock with a common stable boy and wanted a rich man to take care of her and her daughter/s needs, and if she so happened to give birth to a boy then her position as a concubine would be more stable. She ended up getting pregnant and birthed a healthy male. The villain Melia Vintley Montecristo was 5 at the time. Her mother and father were deeply in love with each other but when her father had sex with the she-devil it drove a wedge between them. Melia/s mother was a sickly woman and naturally couldn't handle the drama. The news caused her to be bedridden, with a broken heart and a 5-year-old to take care of. It was stressful but she held on. In the end though she lasted until the birth of the bastard child, it was too much for her and she died of a heart attack. Her dad mourned her death for 5 years and that wicked woman seduced him within that time period, using a love poison. She secretly sprinkled bits of it into his meals. The two got married 7 years later after Melia/s mom died. At first the woman acted like a good mother taking care of Melia, reading her bedtime stories, but it was all a facade. As the saying goes, like mother like daughter. The evil woman was slowly poisoning Melia, which caused her to have no control over her emotions, and Elizabeth did all kinds of things to get her to blow her top. Giving birth to the rumors that Melia was a wicked child who was spoilt and unruly. When they entered school it became worse when her father suddenly died. She was disowned by her family but she still had to see that seductress all the time at school and she couldn't handle it. In the end all of her roots end with death as the capture targets found her a threat to Elizabeth. Back to the story plot. After school one day Bayan decided to walk home. She felt that she needed some fresh air and wanted to get in some exercise. When she was walking across the street she saw an injured kitten limping across the road while a speeding truck was heading toward it. With newfound strength she quickly dove at the kitten, and shoved it onto a discarded mattress nearby. She sighed in relief but didn't get to relish in the feeling long as she was hit by the truck. Her body slid across the road and she felt explosive pain everywhere, while blood pooled around her body. People who witnessed the accident surrounded her. Some called 110 while others talked to her trying to keep her awake. It did not work as she felt the world become hazy, the pain she felt from before disappeared as her body turned numb. Wow, is this what it's like to die? She closes her eyes after that. The action caused alarm to the people who tried to help her. Listen to the full novel at famvetv.info, direct link in the description.